Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the importance of timeline charts in the cognitive understanding of tenses for EFL students. This is part 2. I'm Sabra Hassan, Assistant Lecturer from the Department of Translation, Mustansiriya University. First of all, we need to revisit two important concepts: tense and aspect. Tense is used to refer to a point in time. This point is either before the moment of speaking, at the same time as the moment of speaking, or after the moment of speaking. In this case, we have three different tenses in English: present, past, and future. While aspect refers to the fabric of time, that is, single block of time, a continuous flow of time, or a repetitive occurrence. And there are three ways to express aspect in English: simple, progressive, and perfect. Check with me this kind of comparison between two different timelines. The first one to the left refers to the present perfect, while the second refers to the past perfect. You can see that the past perfect is presented by two different points. One of them started within the far past and also ended within the past. And while the present perfect started in a specific point within the past and continued or has a kind of a result within the present moment now. For example, Kate had just got home when I phoned. Kate had just got home. This sentence represents the past perfect in which the action got or get here refers to the action that happened in the past and also ended within the past period. Because there is that kind of action, I phoned, here the action phone refers to an action also happened in the past, but it is a kind of near past rather than a far past. So here we have a kind of sequence that relate each tense or each action within the other. While Kate wasn't at home when I phoned. Kate wasn't at home when I phoned. It is not a kind of sequence of actions, but actually it refers to a specific point within the same period of time in the past. This sentence represents simple past rather than present perfect or past perfect. What about the past perfect continuous? Here we have the tense past and the aspect perfect and continuous. Please check with me the timeline here. You can see that we have two different specific points, which is the past and now. And by considering the example, at last the bus came. At last the bus came. I'd been waiting for 20 minutes. I'd been waiting for 20 minutes. So before the bus came, I'd been waiting for 10 minutes. In this case, we have two different actions. Both of them occurred in the past. So they have nothing to do with the present moment now. Both of them happened in the past. The specific thing about this tense and aspect, the duration. We have a kind of a duration. I had been waiting here. This is the duration of the action. It started at a specific point in the far past and continues till the near past. In this example, you can imagine the difference between the past perfect continuous and the present perfect continuous. So in this slide, we have this timeline which refers to the present perfect continuous. As you can see here, we have two specific points, the past and now. And the example is, I hope the bus comes soon. I've been waiting for 20 minutes before now. So our action started in a specific point in the past and it continues till this moment. And so it has a kind of a result and effect till this moment or till right now. So we can see that there is a kind of sharing point between the past and the moment or the present moment right now. This is a kind of characteristic related to the present perfect continuous. We have a duration, we have a starting point in the past, and a kind of ending point in the present, which is mean of the present moments. Let us move to discuss how to represent future tense and different future aspects within the timeline charts. For example, you can see the two examples presented here. The first example refers to an action or a kind of a future decision which is taken within the present moment. So you can see the conversation, the short conversation between the two girls. Let's have a party. That's a great idea. I will invite lots of people. I will invite lots of people. It is a kind of at present, the present moment decision. So we use this expression by using the subject and will, and of course a specific action. You can see the action start at the right now moment and it will continue to the future. While by considering the next example, Sarah and I have decided to have a party. We are going to invite lots of people. Here, the speaker refers to this decision, and there is a kind of a plan or a plan to decide to invite lots of people. So the decision started at a specific point in the near past and continues till this moment and maybe to the future. Of course, we are going to invite lots of people. So in this way, we express an action that continues to the future. And you can see that clearly within the timeline chart here. If we consider the Arabic tenses, you can see that Arabic tense has a problem in translation for students of a translation. For example, ذهب أحمد إلى المدرسة. Here it is a sentence which can be translated into English based on the context in which it has two different aspects here. As you can see, we have two different timeline charts. The first one refers to the past simple. Ahmed went to school, a past action that is finished, while the second aspect is Ahmed had gone to school, in which it started in the far past and ended in the near past. Both of them, maybe there is a kind of sequence or order of two different actions that happened in the past. So maybe the action of going happened in the far past, in which there is another past tense occur after that. So Ahmed had gone to school, a past action that happened prior to another past action. So it is a kind of ambiguity in which in Arabic it is not a big deal, while in English there is two different aspects and it depends on the context itself. How to represent a future simple in the timeline chart. Check with me this timeline. It represents the sentence I will open the door. I will open the door. The action is a kind of specific point within the future timeline, and you can see it occurs after the present point at a specific point in the future. And the sentence I will open the door is represented by the timeline after the present moment. So in Arabic we can translate it into different structure, and both these translations sound acceptable, though the second one sounds more natural and idiomatic. Future continuous can be represented as seen here in this timeline chart. I will be eating my lunch by 8. As can be seen, the future continuous was translated similarly to the future simple, with the exception of inserting the past form of the copula between the word expressing the future and the aorist tense. So you can see that the future continuous is represented by two different points in the future. One of them refers to the near future, and the second refers to the far future. And of course, there is that kind of duration while eating lunch. Future perfect can be represented as seen in this timeline chart. The future perfect is used in English to express an action that will be completed at a specific point in the future. So consider the example here: by next Monday, I will have finished writing this book. We have here not a kind of duration, but a kind of period in which a specific activity or task is finished within that period. So we have a specific point after the present point, which refers to the near future, and there is that kind of period till the far future in which that specific task or activity is going to be finished. And thank you very much for listening.